Everybody's got a list of shoulds. I should work out. I should spend more time with my kids. I should make more calls in my business. You do your shoulds when it's easy. When it's not easy, you don't. And then you just shit all over yourself for not doing it right. So what we want to do instead is turn a should into a must. When you see someone who's extraordinary at anything, they're not lucky. They're doing something different than you. And if you see what they're doing and you do the same thing, if you plant the same seeds, you reap the same rewards. Whether you actually do it or not comes down to your beliefs. If you have a belief that says, I should never earn more than my parents because it would humiliate them, then every time you get close to doing really well, you'll sabotage it subconsciously. These stories get in our way. If you're going to run a business or run your life, you can't manage something you don't measure. And the more you measure it, the better it gets, because where focus goes, energy flows. So the one thing we've got to start measuring is our standards. I want to give you 4 ways to look at it, 4 standards. Really simple. Think of it like this. Here's the first standard poor. Poor standards are way down here. When someone has poor standards, they're willing to do a lousy job. And when you do a poor job, what kind of rewards do you expect? Poor rewards. If you're in a relationship right now where there's love but not enough passion, which is the most common kind of relationship, it's not because you don't have time. It's not because you've got 3 kids and 2 soccer practices. The real reason is this: it's a must for you to have love, but it's not a must to have passion. If you're in a relationship with no love and no passion and you're staying there, then what you really want is to be in a relationship no matter what, because being alone is scarier to you. And if you're not in a relationship and you don't want one, it's because you've linked pain to relationships and you want to avoid it. See, it's just a standard. Your finances are no different. If you have enough money to pay your bills, that's probably a must for some people. It's a must to pay their bills most of the time, and that's exactly what they do. For other people, it's a must to have more money than they could ever spend so they can share, give, and contribute as much as they want to as many people as they want for as long as they want. That's a totally different experience. Your standards shape everything. They shape everything. So here they are again. Poor standards are way down here. If you have poor standards, you'll do a poor job in your relationships and be okay with it. You'll do a poor job with your kids. You'll do a poor job at work. It used to be that if you did a poor job, you got poor rewards. But today, the world is so competitive. In the last 15 or 20 years, because of the internet, it's a completely different world. Today, if you do a poor job in a relationship, people don't stay together for 25 years unhappy anymore. They expect more, they leave. If you do a poor job at work, you get let go. If you do a poor job with your kids, before maybe they smoked cigarettes, today they have more information, less supervision, and more access than at any time in history. Now, if poor is way down here, the next standard is a giant jump. The next standard is good. Most people in Western cultures were taught to be good. Be a good friend. Be a good bloke. Be a good mother. Be a good father. Just be good. And good sounds wonderful because in the past, if you did a good job, you got good rewards. That's how it used to be. Not anymore. Today, the world is so competitive that if you do a really good job, you often get poor rewards. You do a good job at work, you might still get fired, especially when the economy tightens. And good people don't understand this. I'm good. How can they fire me? Because you're good. And good is not enough anymore. If you do a good job in your relationship, your partner may start taking their energy somewhere else, or worse, they may cheat because good no longer creates certainty, passion, or growth. They may leave you because people expect far more than good now. I remember I get stopped in the street every single day. People tell me the most beautiful stories, or they ask me questions. And the most common question I get multiple times a month, at least once or twice, I know it's coming before they even say it. I can tell by the state they're in. They'll say, hey, then turn around and say, hey, can I ask you a question? I say, yeah. And they say something like this: I'm really a good man. I'm really a good woman. So how come my husband left me? How come my wife left me? And it's like, I know the answer, but I can't say it because it would sound terrible. The answer is because you're good. They'll say, but I'm a good person. I'm a good this. I'm a good that. It's not enough anymore. You may not like that, but you have to understand how life works. You may not like gravity either, but you still have to understand it, or you pay the price. See, today the rewards for good are poor. Good people can't understand this. So what they try to do is become even better at being good, and all they get are poor rewards. After a while, they get pissed off and say, why do I even bother being good? Then they do a poor job and they get pain. So that's not the answer. It's a giant jump from poor to good, and it's a giant jump from good to excellent. Now, you wouldn't be here with me 3 days later with the kind of intensity you have today on little sleep if good were your standard. If you're an overachiever, you've jumped to a higher level called excellent. When you're excellent, you don't settle for good. You work your ass off. When everybody goes home, you go for more. You take the class, you make it happen. You push through. You do what's necessary. When you're really excellent, you're one of the very best. And when you're really, really excellent, what kind of rewards would you expect? Excellent rewards. And that's how it used to be. But today, when you're really excellent, you get good rewards. And this pisses off excellent people. They say, I know I should be grateful. I've got a great family, a great income, a great life, but I want more. Then they say, I can't do any more. I can't push any more. Well, if poor is way down here, and it's a giant jump to good and a giant jump to excellent, people at excellent say, I'm doing everything I can. There's no more of me. I've got nothing left. Don't lie to your creator. Don't slap your creator in the face by saying it's all you've got. There is another level in you. I know it sounds insane to make another giant jump, but you don't have to. The level you're looking for, with all the rewards, is just 2 millimeters above everyone else. And it's called outstanding. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not one of the best. You are the best. You've gone through times where nothing worked. You pushed and pushed and pushed. You didn't get the reward you wanted, and you kept pushing anyway. It's almost like the universe or God is testing you. How long will you go? How long will you go? And once the universe knows you will never give up, the door opens. You step up and you get it all. The joy, the love, the economics, the freedom. What Jerry Maguire called the Quan. You get it all because you stand out from everyone else by just a little bit. It's not another giant jump. It's simply this: when everyone else says, that's all I've got, you're not one of those people. You find another level. And the people who find another level, they get all the rewards. They get the joy. They get the happiness, the love, the economics. And by the way, it's totally unfair. And I love it. You know why I love it? Because in every culture in the world, we reward people disproportionately for being outstanding. Think about it. Even horse races. You have 12 of the fastest horses in the world. They race. One wins by a nose hair, a millisecond. What do we give that first horse? Everything. What does the second horse get? A little bit. The third horse, a little less. The fourth horse, what do they get? Nothing. Not a squat. Zip. And they're the fourth fastest horse in the world. Not very fair. But when someone does something no one else has done before, it changes everyone. It's like Roger Bannister. When he ran the 4-minute mile, no one in history had ever done it. Within 3 months, 3 people did it. Within 3 years, 22 people did it. Now, high school students run a 4-minute mile. Every 4 years, we have the Olympics. Do you get to the Olympics by being good? Can you get there by being excellent? What do you have to be? Totally, completely, outstanding. But by how much? Just a little bit, just a few seconds. And by the way, even among the most outstanding, some are more outstanding than others. 12 of the fastest runners in the world race. Everybody on earth watches. 1.5 billion people watch the Olympics. They run as hard as they can. One person wins by 1/100th of a second. What do we give them? The gold medal. What else do we give them when they're number one? Endorsements. But what we really give them is a status, a hero for life. That's pretty wild. They're 1/100th of a second faster than someone whose name you will never know. What do you give the second person? Silver. What do you give the third? Bronze. What do you give the fourth? Nothing. Not a squat. Zip, zilch. And they're the 4th fastest human on earth. No one's even going to remember they were there. That's so unfair. And it's amazing because every 4 years, as a result of that, human beings jump higher. They run faster. They break new records. Every 4 years, how's that possible? Because the standard gets set higher and higher. Then somebody else believes it. Somebody else experiences it. Now you might say, because I'm not fast. Here's the good news. Life is not a sport. It's not win-lose. Could every person listening to this be an outstanding friend? Yes or no? Could you have an outstanding family? Could you have an outstanding economic life? Could you be an outstanding lover? How do you know? Because outstanding is not just skill. When there's something inside you that will not give up, when there's something inside you that values something more than yourself, when you want to serve something bigger than you, superhuman energy comes into your nervous system. So decide now not to settle. No matter the hour, no matter how tired you are, we jump higher. We use our voice more. When we're exhausted and there's nothing left, we say, there's more in me. You push through. You find your second wind. You do that enough times. It's like lifting that weight that feels impossible. You think, I can't do one more. But what matters most is the example you set for yourself. So from this moment on, make that choice. Nothing I do is going to be just good or excellent. I'm going to give that extra ounce. When there's nothing left, there's still more. And the muscles expand. Not just the physical muscles. The more important muscles, the emotional muscles, and the spiritual muscles. Courage unused does not expand, it shrinks. Passion unexpressed does not expand, it shrinks. Love unshared does not grow, it shrinks. You don't use it, you lose it. You use more of it, you get more of it, because it's already in you. All we're doing is waking it up